What's up guys, Brandon Washington here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how to get brand deals, how to get companies to work with you and your YouTube or Instagram account. What's up guys, thank you so much for checking out the channel. If this is your first time here, definitely hit that subscribe button. Also, if you're into filmmaking gear, tips, tutorials, all that good stuff, this is the perfect channel for you. And with that being said, in this video, as I said before, we are going to be talking about how to get brand deals. Now, brand deals come in all shapes and sizes. Sometimes it means getting free gear, sometimes it means getting paid to promote certain products, but the struggle is, how do you get those brand deals? Now, a lot of us have probably been in that situation where you know you want to work with a certain brand, so you email them, you reach out to them, hoping that they will want to send you free gear for your YouTube channel, and unfortunately, it doesn't work out. So in this video, I want to talk about how I have been able to do it and how I've successfully been able to do quite a few brand deals over the last year or so. Now, the very first thing that you have to do when you're looking for a brand deal is think about your audience. Your audience is the most important thing. Now, you can have a large audience, but in my opinion and in my experience, I have found that it's more important to have a very targeted audience than a large audience. So what I mean by that is, I don't have a massive following on Instagram or here on YouTube yet. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we keep growing. So here on YouTube, we just crossed over 4,000 subscribers. Thanks, guys. And on my Instagram account, we're just now starting to close in on about 10K. So these followers that I have, however, are very targeted. Everything I do on Instagram and everything I do here on YouTube is all about filmmaking, gear, tips, and tutorials. So this means that if any company who is in the filmmaking, gear, tips, or tutorials world wants to work with me, they know exactly what type of audience I have, and that's because my content is very consistent. This, in my opinion, is the first thing that has made my channel, even though it's not a very large channel, a very targeted channel by brands, is because they know exactly what type of audience they'll be able to get. All right, so once you have a very targeted audience, then the next step is creating great content. You can have a great targeted audience, but if you don't make good content, it's gonna be hard for the brands to wanna work with you. The trick is not only to make good content, and when I say good, I mean well polished, audio sounds good, video looks good, well edited. You wanna make good content, but you also wanna make good content. And what I mean by that is like clean content, advertiser friendly content. So what you want to make sure that you're doing is that if a brand wants to associate themselves with you, that they won't regret the decision when you release the video. So you want to make sure that you have a history, a track record of good quality content in both terms, quality and as far as morals go. So like in my videos, I choose not to curse, and I choose to have music that doesn't, have cursing in it either. And that's because, one, if my kids ever actually watch the video, I want them to be able to watch it and I not have to worry about them. But then also, it works really well for brands. Brands can see the video and they can know that they're gonna get someone who will make a video that they can be proud of and that they don't have to worry about. All right, so the next thing is, how do you reach out to these brands? Now, whenever you choose to reach out to a brand, you have to remember that you are going to them. The dynamics are completely different than if they are coming to you. So what I normally like to do is, if I'm gonna reach out to a brand, I wanna make sure I'm bringing them as much value as I possibly can. So if I have an audience, I'm gonna mention my numbers. I'm gonna talk about those things in the email. I'm also gonna let them know what type of video I'm gonna create using their products. On top of that, I talk to them about the reach, the ability to have a very targeted audience as I have, and then also I wanna let them know what the benefit's gonna be on their end. There's probably tons of creators here on YouTube that are reaching out to these brands wanting free gear, and then on top of that, there's just tons of just random people who reach out to them as well who want free gear, because I know myself personally, like, I'm not even like a brand, and people reach out to me for free cameras like almost on a weekly basis via my Instagram. So what you really want to make sure you're doing is, when you are reaching out to them, that you have a value proposition that you can give them for, in exchange for giving you gear. Now, there's another type of brand deal where you actually get paid money in order to promote a product. Now, this is one where I personally don't have as much experience with, but I do have a couple things that you are going to want to think about. So for example, I did have one company reach out to me and they wanted to pay me to promote their product. The problem was they wanted me to do it in a form where it was like a review of their product, but I felt like it was going to be a huge contradictory because I would have to disclose that I was getting paid by them, but then I had to give a review, but it had to be a positive review. And it basically became like this whole issue where I was like, you know what, let's not worry about it. If you want to send me the product and I'll do a real honest review, then we'll move forward. And so that's a way you can go about it. Obviously, there's a morality side of that, and regardless of how you fall on that, it's completely up to you. But just be careful of some of those paid ones because you want to make sure that you can be honest. And obviously, at the end of the day, you have to remember about your audience. I mean, your audience is the reason why you are going to be able to even get the brand deals to begin with. So like for me, I try not to have too much like salesy type stuff on my channel because obviously my channel is all about filmmaking gear, tips, and tutorials. My purpose behind this channel is to help filmmakers grow and to learn more. And so the gear that I choose to review on my channel is gear that I think that actual filmmakers will be able to use and like implement into their films and implement into their videos so that you guys can grow. And so that's kind of the purpose behind what I do. So whenever I do a brand deal, it has to fit into that like that little narrow window. So that's why I don't do a ton of them, but when I do, I always let you guys know. Now, the last thing, and this is kind of a new one that I've actually started doing, and it's kind of a great way to get brand deals, and it's been working for me kind of continuously, is just make videos that you're proud of and then share them with those brands that you want to potentially work with. So for example, recently I bought the Zhiyun Crane 2 and I made like 3 or 4 videos on it when I first got it. Primarily, I made those videos because 1, I really love the product, but then 2, making those videos made me really understand the product. It made me really learn it a lot better, and thus I was able to, 1, get better at it, but then also make great content that could help other people out who were struggling with, how to balance it or struggling with just how to use it or comparing it against other gimbals. So it worked out really well just for my channel in general. However, after making those videos, I actually sent them over to Zhiyun so that way they could take a look at them and see what they thought. And from sending them that video, and trust me, when I sent them the video, I didn't ask for any free gear, or I didn't ask for anything like that. I sent them the video and was like, hey guys, love your products, made a couple of videos on it, just wanted to share it with you guys so you guys could see that, someone was out there who really appreciates your products. And from that interaction, that's where it actually turned into a brand deal with them sending me some gear to make for this channel. So this is another great way you can go about it. Give some value to a company, make a video about their product ahead of time. I know you're gonna have to buy their product, but if it's a product that you love or a brand that you like, you should be willing to buy their products before you want to do a brand deal with them anyway. Otherwise, then you're just in it, I guess, for the free product, which I don't know. Personally, that's not how I think you should do it. You should only do brand deals with companies that you actually like or companies that you're interested in and would buy their products anyway. So sorry, this video is a little bit more of a rambling session. I'm still getting used to this whole posting daily. It's a lot of work to post daily. It's a whole lot of work. You just just remembering to shoot something so you can edit it, so you can post it is not the easiest thing to do. But I have 2 more days of this, so I'll be posting tomorrow and I'll be posting Friday. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do next week. I'm gonna check the analytics over the weekend, see what they look like, and I'll be coming back next week for sure to post, but we'll see if I do daily or not. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. And of course, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.